One of the problems with cognitive therapy is the set of preconceptions that people have about it. I often get partway through my brief explanation of the idea, which boils down to we react to what we think is going on, not what's really going on. And then I'm stopped by the client or my dinner companion or my trainee. Oh, you mean like the power of positive thinking? Well, no. Positive thinking can get us into as much trouble as negative thinking. Both of them depart from reality, and reacting based on an incorrect fantasy about reality can lead to all kinds of problems. In the case of positive thinking, well, indebtedness, lack of preparation, bankruptcy, academic failure, war. I know, we'll invade their country and they'll welcome us with open arms. You name it. Positive thinking, unrealistic positive thinking, can lead us into big trouble. The point of cognitive therapy is to bring our perceptions into a closer relationship with reality. We can get past limiting ideas that we may have and see things more the way they actually are. The point is not to journey away from real life into an imaginary world of positivity. But why not? Maybe that world would be more fun, right? You know, where everyone loves us and everything works out and we're brilliant and uniquely talented. Even if it's not true, it sounds great. Well, the problem is reality is out there. It's real. Things do happen. And sooner or later, reality has a tendency to come knocking at the door. And if we've convinced ourselves that everyone loves us, sooner or later the world is going to give us evidence that that isn't true. And we'll have built our self-esteem on a house of cards. Our affirmations may make us feel better temporarily, but that improvement will turn out to be extremely brittle. And it might cause us to make stupid decisions. If you believe that you are a uniquely brilliant investor, you're probably going to go bankrupt. Now, if a positive affirmation happens to be true, I have no problem with it. But most of the affirmations that get pushed on wellness websites are not actually true, or not true for most people. They're happy lies. So let's take a look at some actual affirmations that are out there on the net and take a real look at them. Each of these is really being pushed by one or more websites. Now keep in mind, there are thousands of these things, so I cannot do the full parade of idiocy. Here's one. I eat well, exercise regularly, and get plenty of rest. Now that one doesn't sound too bad, does it? All of those things will help most people feel at least somewhat better, if they're actually happening. What about just telling yourself that they're already happening? Well, not so good. Why bother exercising if you can just lie on the couch and say that you exercise regularly? Okay, now part of the deal is that if you say these things, maybe you'll actually do them. Fine. If saying that you're constantly eating broccoli makes you eat broccoli, great, whatever. But I know of no evidence that says this actually happens. Okay, let's try some more of these things. I never give up. Well, let's face it, you probably do, right? And frankly, sometimes you probably should. Sometimes you just have to move on. I further my career with every action I take. I doubt that. I can't think of anyone for whom that's true. I have my dream job. Telling yourself this is not going to make it your dream job. I love every day that I work. No one loves their work every single day. If you think you should, you are setting yourself up for real dissatisfaction. If you think you do, you need to check in with your feelings more often. My boss values the work I do. Well, that's terrific, but only if it's true. I attract new clients every day. Is there a person in the entire world for whom this is true? Every day? And frankly, do we even want that many? I radiate success. No, you radiate self-delusion. My relationship is divine, and my partner and I are perfectly matched. Sorry. Everything about me is lovable and worthy of love. I don't know how anybody tells themselves this stuff with a straight face, but anyway, whatever. Everything I think, say, and do makes me healthier, including those chips you're holding, apparently. I wake up happy and excited every single day. If so, your partner is probably not that thrilled with you. Everything I do is fun, healthy, and exciting. Yeah, that dentist appointment is great, not to mention your colonoscopy. I am surrounded by peaceful people. Where do you live exactly? I instantly manifest my desires. Personally, I would love a beer right now. I am sunshine. Well, apparently I'm wearing SPF 60 because I'm not seeing it. The world wants more of what I have to offer. Well, again, that's great, but sometimes that simply is not the case. I'm a loyal, giving friend. Wonderful. If it's true. If it's not, then telling yourself this is not helpful. I'm not afraid to be different. Okay, fine. But what if you are? There are things you can do to face your fears. But first, you need to acknowledge that you have them. Know that they're there. Look, okay, enough mockery. We often tell ourselves vicious lies. We can be our own worst enemy. You're worthless. You're useless. Nothing will ever work out for you. Listen, it can be valuable to catch those and tell yourself the actual truth. But what we do not need to do is lie to ourselves or overcompensate with some false vision that will collapse the moment reality comes calling. Reality is hard. We are flawed. We are not always our best. Not everyone loves us. We do fail at things. And we survive anyway. We can find a valuable life in the life we actually have. We do not have to create a fake world with unrealistic, positive affirmations that are simply not true. We can have a good life if we can come to terms with the world we're actually in.